ìgbà tí àwọn ti pathologist tí wọ́n fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ lóòótọ́ wọ́n wá hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì fún wọn, èmi ni mo lọ sanwó. Ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì ni wọ́n sùn hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tí wọ́n dẹ̀ sùn èèyàn méjì ni mo sanwó ẹ̀. Rúùmù tí ọ̀gá wà ọ̀tọ̀, rúùmù tí àwọn ọmọọṣẹ́ wà ọ̀tọ̀, tó dẹ̀ pé èmi náà mo lọ sanwó. Owó rèé. Kò sí ìgbà àti àkókò tí àwọn lọ́yà Òdùmọ̀ṣù tó rán ọmọ wá tí wọ́n gba ẹ̀tọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ mi. Nígbà tó wá tó àkókò tí iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe tí èmi gangan fúnra mi ń rí àwọn àlébù kọ̀ọ̀kan bẹ̀ tí mi ò lè máa sọ lórí atẹ́gùn. Fúnra wọn náà bọ́ sórí TikTok, wọ́n ní ìkan nínú àwọn blọ́gà mi, mo ní yẹ kí n caution ẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ fi àkókò ètò sọ fún gbogbo ènìyàn, kò sí ẹni tí mo ránṣẹ́. Ó tọ̀rọ̀ bí ìsọkúsọ ni, kò sí ẹni tó tan kámẹ́rà báyìí lórí TikTok tó fún ní tọ́rọ́ kọ́bọ̀. Ṣé èmi náà ń gbowó fún ni? Oníkálùkù ń ṣe sí àpò ara ẹ̀. Ìyẹn mo sọ pé èyí tó bá ṣe òtítọ́ nìkan ni mo lè gbà pé ó ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́, àwọn ẹbí gan lọmọ ìyá mi. Ṣé ẹni tó rí A tó lọ sọ́ di Z, ṣé mi nìyẹn? Ṣé àjọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ náà nìyẹn? Àbí tẹ́lẹ̀ mi bá kò wò hàn pé ṣé bàbá yẹn tí bàbá ń wá justice ni, ẹjọ́ kí ni mò ń wá o? Gbogbo àwọn tó bá ń béèrè pé ṣé bàbá ń wá justice, ẹ bá mi bi wọ́n léèrè pé kí ni mò ń wá pẹ̀lú ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dé dúró yìí. Tí lọ́ọ̀yà ti wá bá mi pé ohun tó wà lẹ́ẹ̀ tó pín, kí ló tó pín? Ìwà tí n bá wù lénìí láà máa sọ nípa mi tó bá dọ̀la. So ju gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ, bí lọ́ọ̀yà yìí ṣe títí di àkókò tí mo sọ pé ẹjọ́ atógẹ́ alùdùdù ń dárin, wọ́n ṣe wá lọ gbé ìwé jẹ̀rànjẹ̀ràn pé mo jẹ wọ́n ní 9 million, mi ò jẹ wọ́n kọ́bọ̀ o. Mo sọ mi ò kó jẹ́ o. Wípé alágídí àti alágbára ló fẹ́ jà o. Ẹni tó bá mọ̀ wọ́n kó sọ fún wọn, alágídí àti alágbára wọ́n fẹ́ jà. Ṣùgbọ́n tí alágbára ò bá fẹ́ dáràn, kó fi alágídí lẹ̀ o. Mo rí fà láti sọ pé èmi ni alágídí, òun ni alágbára. Torí mi mọrú òfin tó lọ gbé dìde pé òun àdàbí tí ń bá jẹ́ lówó. Olódodo máa ń láyà ní o. Gbogbo tí bá dẹ̀ sọ àṣẹ́gun o, mi ò jẹ́ lówó, àdàbí tí ń bá jẹ́ lówó. Tí bá wá jẹ́ lówó, gbogbo tó bá ṣe ó lè mú mi. Ṣùgbọ́n èmi ọmọọba bàbá Mohbad, alágídí àtàlágbára ni o. Ẹnìkan ni ó borí o. Kò sí bóyá sọ pé ó lágbára tó bí ẹni tí ó ń bá ìjà lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ni o.
Welcome to Alipool.
Kò sí bí agbára yẹn ṣe lè tó.
AUX mode.
Torí èmi ò ní parọ́ mọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni o. Èmi ò ní parọ́ mọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni.
Welcome to Alipool.
AUX
So,
mode.
mo ń rọ̀ wá pé ẹni tó bá mọ ojú ẹ̀ kó bá mi sọ fún o. Bàbá Mohbad ò jẹ́ lówó o, kò lè wá dá kéèsì dúró o. Káwọn ogun ọ̀run má bàa yọ lẹ́nu o. Torí bí mo ṣe wà yìí, gbogbo ara ló ń kan mí o. Ẹni tó bá mọ̀ ọ́ kó sọ fún wípé yọ mí lẹ́nu o ẹni bá tún fi ikú ọmọ yìí yọ mí lẹ́nu ọ̀run máa yọ lẹ́nu o ẹni tó bá tún gbógun dìde mò ń wá ikú tó pọ̀ ọmọ yìí ẹnìkan wá lọ dúró sí kọ̀rọ̀ pé kò ní ṣeé ṣe àwọn ogun ọ̀run máa yọ lẹ́nu o mi ò ní parọ́ mẹ́nikẹ́ni o ọ̀rọ̀ tí n bá ti sọ lórí ẹnìkan lórí justice for Mohbad tí n bá ti parọ́ mọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni àtẹni tó lọ dókó yàrá kejì mo ní evidence o tó lọ sọ pé bàbá yẹn ó ń jẹun bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá yẹn ó ń ṣe gbá èmi ò ń ṣe èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ o ni mo sọ ní pé èèyàn méjì mo dárúkọ tí ọmọ mi náà ń sọ fún tó bá wá pe àwọn méjèèjì kí wọ́n sọ pé bàbá náà tún parọ́ tẹ̀bí kò dáa láti sọ ẹ̀ máa fi dúró sórí òtítọ́ mo pe ẹnìkan ní magazine ó sì wà lọ́dọ̀ Naira Marley náà hello mo tún sọ pé àkọ́bí mi àwọn tó sọ fún nìyẹn o tó bá wá pe àwọn méjèèjì kán béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé ǹjẹ́ wọ́n sọ fún wọn tó bá nírọ́ àjẹpọ̀ nírọ́ ni mí mo ní mo ráṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń jọ́sí ẹnìkan náà ní òun ráṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi ò ní parọ́ ni o ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run tó fẹ́ kí nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ kárí ojútùú ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kí n weakness ẹ̀ tí n bá weakness ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tí ó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ so ogun Ọlọ́run ni o ẹ bá mi sọ fún lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn gbogbo ohun tó bá lù mọ́ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kó withdraw ẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́lẹ̀ torí mi ò yọ lẹ́nu kó má yọ mí lẹ́nu o ẹ jẹ́ kí n dúró báyìí mo fẹ́ dáhùn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìbéèrè kó tó di pé Mr. Famuyiwa máa wá láti ṣàlàyé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ accountability bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Wọ́n mi gbé honorable each sókè. Má tọ̀ rẹ̀ fọ́sì sí ìbáyìí kó wá fọ́ọ̀mù tó wá ṣe.
Ṣé ti lè gbọ́n sókè báyìí? Maiwa, can you bring each talk up, please?
Each
stock. Each.
Okay, Johnny.
Okay.
Honorable.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Sir.
Each talk, do you want to interpret this one, or you want to interpret the first one, or how do you want to do it?
So you just go ahead and do the interpretation of this one, then we'll go back to the first one. Thank you so much, Arisala.
Yeah, thank you.
Honorable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bàbá Mohbad, Senator ló ń jẹ́ Senator.
Senator.
Mo bá sọ̀rọ̀.
Èmi, sir.
Senator.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Ishi.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Mi ò tí ì gbọ́hùn ẹ̀ ni.
Increase the volume.
Ishi ńkọ́?
Ó sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, sir.
Tí wàá máa gbé lọ́dọ̀ mi.
Kò sí wàhálà, sir. Kò sí problem, sir.
Torí gbogbo ohun tí mò ń sọ yìí, àwọn èèyàn gbọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ o, ẹ bá mi sọ lóyìnbó o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sí Ọlọ́run. Mi ò ní parọ́ mẹ́nikẹ́ni o, ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó bá yọ mí lẹ́nu ọ̀run máa yọ lẹ́nu o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Àwọn ẹbí mi ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí o, because mi ò lè dá ṣe, ẹ̀yin lẹ́dẹ̀ dúró tì mí. Nígbà tí wáyà kan bá lọ dúró sí kọ̀rọ̀ tó náà fẹ́ máa yọ mí lẹ́nu, ọ̀run máa yọ lẹ́nu o. Kó fi mí lẹ̀ alágídí àtàlágbára ni o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ bá mi ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ yóò ṣe máa sọ lóyìnbó.
Ẹ máa rí a máa sọ, sir. Okay, sir. Barisalade, you can go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mohbad's live, and welcome. And just want to say something about the lawyer, and he started with the memory. He went back to the memory lane. How he got in touch with his former lawyer Dumosu, and he reached out to him. He said he's someone that he loves so much, and when he reached out to lawyer Dumosu, and he was so happy, and he said he was going to help him to fight the cause of justice. And when they reached an agreement, the agreement was that he'd be paying 150,000 naira for court appearance. Can you hear me, please? People are saying volume. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So it'll be coming to the court for 150,000 naira for appearance fee and any other thing related to the legal advice or stuff. and you're going to charge him, you're going to charge about Mohbad based on anything they're discussing on that. And along the line, when they met, and the agreement was that he was going to come to Nigeria because he's overseas, out of the country, and that was the agreement they had. And he said he assured them that when the case is going south, or when they're not seeing traction on the case, he's going to come down to Nigeria to appear in court. So that was the agreement they had. And according to Mohbad, he said he never fulfilled that promise. Along the line, there's so many, he said a lot of hosts and most of the people that are talking about this on TikTok, most especially, said they needed a lawyer on ground that was able to defend the case, that would help him to get justice for his son. And here come Wahab Sanshitu, and he approached Sanshitu, and he felt Sanshitu can do the job because a lot of people said they want senior advocate of Nigeria to help him with the case. And Sanshitu, at that point in time, told him that he's going to collect 25 million naira. But he pleaded and said, I'm an ordinary carpenter. I don't have a job. It's really public that are funding me. And can you just help me? And then Sanshitu went ahead to accept the sum of 10 million naira. So he accepted 10 million naira. And so along the line, he said, okay, they met. He contacted lawyer Odumosu and Sanshitu, and they agreed that they were going to work together. That means there should be a synergy between both of them and going forward after he was appointed. Bear in mind, Odumosu at that point has already filed some things like private autopsy, and also there was an ongoing DNA case. But in the autopsy, when he filed for the private autopsy, it was not granted when Sanshitu came on board, but it was when Sanshitu met or argued in the court before it was granted. And it was when he was saying it was when Sanshitu came on board, that was when it was granted. And on the DNA, he also said he reached out to Wahab Shitu about the DNA, and he said, do you know what? I think because they had an agreement that maybe he should be coming for the autopsy, and also because of death, that is a family matter, that Sanshitu now promised about, and he gave him 2 lawyers from his own chamber to go in, and he went there maybe twice or 3 times because it's a family court, and it was in a hall that they don't normally do it in court, maybe in an office. That according to about. But he now also pleaded with Barrister Odumosu that can he reduce the appearance fee to 100,000 because he should also be giving Sanshitu's lawyers that money as well going forward. And going forward, he also mentioned about the pathologist. Now, without going to the 9 million naira Barrister Odumosu is asking for him. And he said the pathologist that came for the autopsy and for the sample and everything, he paid for the hotel fee. That there are 2 in number, and the boss, the main boss, the pathologist, was they lodged them in separate rooms in that same hotel. That he paid for it, so that I see no reason why Barrister Odumosu will be asking for the outrageous 9 million naira when he was the one that paid for the pathologist coming that came for the sample for the autopsy and toxicology, private toxicology. And he's saying categorically clear today, being 12th of February 2025, that he's not owing Barrister Odumosu a penny, and that he does not know why he's asking for such outrageous amount. And he's saying he is someone that he's saying that if he gives his own, he won't lie. That anything that is that he's doing in this life, he has never lied. And he pointed out to the fact that on the DNA matter, that some of the things he has been saying, like my C, I've been saying it, and my C is still with my Mali. And all the things he said about CY, Umi Adebanjo, they are not lies. And also the things Mohbad told him, he also told Blessing, Mohbad's elder sister, so he doesn't lie. And we also know that when one man went to Ikere, he met with Mohbad's elder sister, Baba Mohbad's elder sister, and the man said, and I quote, Josie Okinparo, and Baba Mohbad is even stating clearly that he doesn't lie. They went to his house in Ikere and they said he doesn't lie. That means you can't even say Baba Mohbad is doing. There's no proof, there's no evidence that Baba Mohbad is doing by Odumo, so that he should not scot this case, that nobody should try to stumble upon the quest for justice. And he's saying again, categorically clear, that he's not owing Barrister Odumo, so that he should leave everything and let us forge ahead. But if he's insisting, and also he said there was a time that Barrister Odumo reached out to him and said he should caution Bukola JC, Buki JC, as you know, that she's always coming for him. And he said everybody with his opinion, and Buki JC can see whether she wants to see. She's just a blogger. She's just doing it for passion. If she's passionate about it, just for passion. Everybody can say anything they feel like they're saying. There's little that he can say. You can only call Buki JC and say, okay, don't do this, but you can't tell Buki what to do. So I don't think he should be asking for this money that is going because of Buki JC. Buki JC is doing her own thing. Buki JC is not my blogger. Baba is still categorized. Buki JC is not a blogger. Nothing of such. People that are saying Buki JC is my blogger, you stop saying that. There's nothing of such. Everybody has an opinion to say whatever they want to say. So don't come up with Baba is one telling Buki JC to say whatever they want to say on social media. Please, and also he ended this by saying, God will bless everyone that has been supporting this justice, and everyone that is thinking that is not looking for justice. I don't know what you want to say. He said he has been going to interviews, going here and there. He went to STV, gone to BBC, done series of interviews, gone to Punch as well, writing so many letters to Punch newspaper to publish for him, to the IGP. So why we say I'm not looking for justice? What else do you want me to do on this justice? I've done what I should do regarding this one, but please, and he's saying, and he ended by saying he is not owing Barrister Odumosu. Thank you so much, everyone. That's the brief thing about the lawyer, and I'll hand over to my magnetic interpreter, the Ishtok, which was the first thing Baba said when he came online. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely delegation.
Thank you so much, Barrister Laide, for that wonderful one. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for that. We were here earlier on, but due to one technical issue or the other, I'm sorry for keeping you here. Your time is very important. I will really appreciate you. So I will just go ahead and interpret for the sake of those of us who do not understand Yoruba. We were here at the beginning of the program when Baba started. He started by saying he's greeting everybody, he's appreciating everybody that is seeking justice for Mohbad, that he is not belittling anyone, that he sees and values everyone. Then he went ahead into the Bible to share the story of Jesus with us, that when Jesus was born at Bethlehem, it got to a time, God showed a vision to Joseph that he should take Jesus from where he was born, from that is from Bethlehem of Judea, into another land. And when he got there, after so many times, the battle of Pharaoh the battle ended, he came back to his land because it was not yet time for Jesus to die. He said Jesus did his fatherly role, Mary did his motherly role. But when it came to time that Jesus died, it became, look, mother, look at your son, look at your father. But what he's trying to bring out from that story is that despite the fact that Jesus did not stay long on the surface of the earth, yet it was impactful. It made a whole lot of impact in life. And he said we can also liken that to the story of Mohbad, that despite the fact that, yes, we can all say, it gone too soon, this and that, but nevertheless, despite the fact that he didn't stay long on earth, he was able to make impact in life. His impact is what people can see and what people can feel. So he's trying, from that place, he's trying to ask everybody that what is your own impact? What is it going to be in this justice for Mohbad? What is your impact in this justice for Mohbad? Is it going to be the positive one or is it going to be the negative one? What is your impact as a host? What is your impact as a commenter? What is your impact as as someone who loves Mohbad? What is your impact in this justice for Mohbad? The person that you are seeking justice for made an impact while he was on head. Though he didn't stay long, but then he was still able to make an impact. So he asked the question. He said, what is your own impact? Just make sure that your impact is whatever it, I mean, just have it at the back of your mind that whatever it is that you do, whatever impact you make, you will surely have the reward. He said you will surely have the reward. He said let's thank God for time and the impact he made when he was on this earth. He also made reference to Ayo Babalola. Almost every one of us in the air knows about Ayo Babalola. He also made impact when it comes to Baba Awolowo, when it comes to education, that in Nigeria, when you talk about education, Baba Awolowo, his impact cannot be overemphasized. He said, what is your impact in this justice for Mohbad? He said, this justice for Mohbad is not just for Mohbad. So people can gather and say, oh, justice for Mohbad. Why are you seeking justice for Mohbad? Why are you seeking justice for the dead? He said, no, this justice for Mohbad is not just for Mohbad. It is also for the living. Because when we get justice for Mohbad, it will be able to stop several people from committing different atrocities. So justice for Mohbad is actually justice for all. Why seeking justice? It is good so that we do not deceive ourselves. Baba stated clearly that, and that message was actually directed to the host, that while we are seeking justice, we should make sure that we are not deceiving the people that are listening to us. He said, while we are seeking justice, we should make sure that the justice we are seeking is the one that is impactful, not the one that tends to deceive the general public, because you know the public is going to listen to you. So you should be mindful of the kind of narrative that you push outside there. And remember, whatever impact you make in justice for Mohbad, God is surely going to pay everybody back. God is going to pay everybody back in the same measure that you dish out. Right? Hosts must not deceive people. And he stated clearly also, very soon Mr. Muyiwa is going to be joining us. He stated that the purpose of this live stream is basically for accountability. It's going to take some questions. Yes, I know we've taken some time, but if you have some questions before Mr. Muyiwa is going to come up, he is going to take some questions, and let's get our questions ready. So he said the purpose of this particular program today being weekdays, being one of the weekdays, is basically for accountability for the different people that have been asking Baba to come out for after accountability. Baba also said that a whole lot has been done behind the closed door, talking about several works that have been done behind the closed door that cannot he cannot come out and be talking about them on the social media because they are not social media worthy. He said a whole lot of things. It's not just what you see that we do. We do a whole lot behind the closed door that you are not seeing. But he said Mr. Muyiwa is going to come all out, and very soon he's going to join us so that we'll be able to give accountability for the sake of those that are interested in the accountability. Also, he also said all hosts, while we are not deceiving the people, we should also look forward to making progress. We should also look forward to making progress in whatever capacity, in whatever way that we can be of help to getting justice for Mohbad. And he said also that people, you might be looking at him that he comes outside, he laughs, he does this, he does that, but behind the closed door, he's feeling the pain of the loss of his son. That behind the closed door, he is feeling the pain of the loss of his son. And he stated clearly that it is not just gun that kills. It is not just lack of food that kills. Injustice too can kill. He said injustice can kill, and he is not ready to die. He wants to get justice for his son. And just like he said on QH Radio, that if he was the one that was gone, Mohbad would stand to get justice for him. So everything, he said, he's going to do everything in his own capacity to make sure that justice is set. And just like Barrister Lady highlighted to us about the barrister, he said specifically, it's the battle between the powerful man and the stubborn man. He said, is it a battle between one who has power and one who is stubborn, and definitely one is going to win. And he stated clearly, just like Barrister Olaide said, that he is not owing the barrister any dime, he's not owing the barrister any money, that all money based on the agreement that they had has been paid. And there shouldn't be this particular request that he is bringing out. It's not supposed to be. And yes, very soon we will be bringing people up. We'll be bringing people up. And once again, let me apologize for the delay in coming up. Thank you so much. That was what Baba said, during his introductory message. Thank you so much. We'll be bringing people up now. And ladies and gentlemen, please pardon when we come up. Let's ask a question. Baba might not be able to answer all of the questions. Some of those questions, because it's in the courts. But anyhow it is, if he can answer, he will answer. But if he cannot answer, you all will be able to skip questions. So I'll be bringing people. Yes, once again, let me appreciate Barrister Olaide for standing in. Yeah, thank you so much. Bagua, you have a question. We will take some couple of questions before we bring in Mr. Muiwa, which is going to tell or do justice to the accountability. Thank you. Yebo Bagua, over to you, man. Thank you, man. Baba, can you hear me, sir? Sir?
Yeah, thank you very much. I can see all the way you interpret everything. Everything is clear. That's exactly what is in your mind. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yebo Bagua, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much that you talk. Thank you for all that you do for justice for Mohbad. Bamo, good evening to you, Daddy. God bless you. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. I want to say thank you to all the commenters as well for coming up this evening to listen to the Alobas family. May I use this opportunity to say thank you very, very much, Baba Mo, for coming out, for being an upright man that you have always been. We'll always celebrate you. You are a man of integrity, and we appreciate you for the respect that you have accorded us. We are very, very proud of you. I am so proud to say this in front of everyone here, that Baba Mohbad, inu mi dun si yin. I am so pleased. I am so happy. Ko yan wa kere. Wo wa pe ki la je. Wo wa pe ki la ma se. You can choose Baba Mohbad not to give an accountability. And I make bold to say it here that this is the first time that I've been on social media that money contributed will be accounted for publicly. It has never happened. I have never seen it. It was a voluntary donation that we gave to you. Yes, Orin Ijalode Theoridowe, we started dragging you for accountability. Baba, you have always been accountable, because even when you tell us things, it's part of accountability. When you went to KOH Radio and you spoke your mind, that was part of accountability. When you tell us the next step or your next plan, these are accountability. It's not just about money alone. Baba, so Baba, we don't want to know the details. We don't want to know the nitty-gritty. Tomato terra, Baba. We just want to leave a mark that it happened in your time and in our time, that you came up and gave account for money contributed to you. Baba, I want to say something again. We don't care what has happened to the money. Tori opolopo go to bury accountability one da owo sibe. I decide láti má ṣe, but having wanted to come out to do it, Baba, it shows that their Lobas family is a family to reckon with. Important
correction, ma. Hello, ma.
Yes, sir.
Important correction.
Yes, sir.
Because
okay, sir.
It's not pro-life. It's not pro-life.
Yeah.
For someone to have eggs inside fridge.
Yes, sir.
Comment amoye ti ẹyin yẹn ṣe?
Yes, sir.
Comment amoye ti ẹyin yẹn jẹ́? Mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé ènìyàn. Now, kì í ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ló ní accountability yẹn, but a gbọ́dọ̀, because ibi tí ẹlòmíì exaggerate lẹ́yìn sọ pé most of the hosts we need to be careful nígbà táwọn kan sọ pé bàbá have transfer 30 million from access account to another account and gbogbo tó dẹ̀ wọnú account was 18 million
100%.
so gbogbo mo ti ní 30 million so tí n bá ṣàlàyé nobody will know so please.
And àti ó tún wá bu iyì ṣé tí wàá sọ fún yín ó bu iyì kún yín ó bu ọlá kún yín that you want to do this to us kì í ṣe wípé ọlọ́run ò ní gbé yín débi tó máa gbé yín dé kì í dẹ̀ ṣe wípé ọlọ́run ò ní ṣe iṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe nínú ayé yín ẹ pọ́n wa lé ẹ ṣàlàyé fún wa. Thank you very much to the Lovers family. We appreciate you. And please, dear friends, whatever way this account goes, let's accept it in good faith. This is what we asked for, and they are here to give it to us. And for me 1 minute, I want to speak about the barrister, the former barrister, Baba. Ẹ ti sọ fún wa ń sìn wípé ẹ jẹ wọn lówó nítorí àwa tẹ́lẹ̀ àárò pé bóyá ká san owó yẹn. But having said that, you are not owing them. Thank you, Baba. There is no need to pay. We need to be prudent. We need to be wise. Eshe Baba for letting us know what happened. Thank you very much. I'll just see the mic for now for other people. Thank you, Deish. God bless you.
Yes, ma. Thank you so much, Babagun. Thank you so much, ma. Let's have you. And in a very short time now, Mr. Mohbad is going to join us, and we are going to bring him up. But the process we're going to be taking, I will let you when it comes up. Thank you so much, Mummy. Thank you, ma. Mummy, are you there, ma? Are you there, ma?
Hello, sorry. I didn't know I'm up already. Mo kí gbogbo lé pátápátá. My big thank you to God. Torí ntí mo lè kọ́kọ́ sọ ni ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ máa sọ wípé all glory to God, and we celebrate the one who gives us enablement. Baba, mo kí yín. Mo tún kí yín. Ẹ kú ìfitọ́mọnìyàn ṣe. Lórúkọ ńlá Jésù. Ọba tó gba ọ̀nà yìí tó gbé yín dẹni à ń polongo rẹ̀ sí rere. Torí àwọn aláìlóye, àwọn ló ń polongo lódì. Wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nípa ti Jésù. Ṣùgbọ́n ó padà mú májẹ̀mú ṣe. Torí pé nígbà tó ń bọ̀, bí ìpè yẹn ṣe jáde wípé tó ta ni ká rán, ta ni ó lọ fún wa. Ó ní kẹ́kẹ́ pa lóde ọ̀run, ègbò yá òun dìde wá, ó ní ẹ rán mi, èmi máa lọ. Ńgbò sì wá lóòótọ́ àkókò péréte bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ṣàlàyé, ṣùgbọ́n ó padà mú iṣẹ́ yẹn jẹ́ láì kà sí ohun tí Sátánì jẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kémi ó sọ fún yín pé kò ní fi ṣe ibi tí ìrìn àjò yẹn gbà wá. Ẹ má jẹ́ ńlá mọ́lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, ṣe ti gbọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ báyìí. Kò ní fi ṣe bó ṣe wá, ṣùgbọ́n kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé bí Ọlọ́run ṣe ṣètò ayé yín rèé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni ọlá níwájú rẹ̀. Ìgbà kan rí mo ti sọ, mo ní ẹ̀yin lẹ lògo. Ó dàbí ẹni wípé kán bí ọmọ obìnrin ní agboolé kan ni kán dẹ̀ máa jọba ń bẹ̀. Kíyẹn wá lọ lọ́kọ, kán wá ní pé tó ìwọ ló kàn, kó ní ẹ bá mi fọmọ mi ọkùnrin sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́lẹ́ ní ìrìn àjò yẹn ṣe jẹ́. Ní ìrìn àjò ògo, ẹ̀yin lẹ ní. Ẹ wá wò wípé tó ibi mo bá tèmi dé jẹ́ ń bọ́ sọ́run Mohbad kó máa lò. Ayédè láwọn ò gbà, àkọọ́lẹ̀ ni. Ńgbò dẹ̀ ti lọ, ẹ padà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rìnrìn àjò. Kò sẹ́nì kankan tó lè rìn láyé láì má ní ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ń bẹ̀, láì má ní ìdásí ẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Jóòbù orí 1 ẹsẹ̀ 6. Ó ní àwọn ọmọ Ọlọ́run, ó ní wọ́n lọ fi ara hàn níwájú Ọlọ́run, ó ní Sátánì sì wà pẹ̀lú wọn ń bẹ̀. Nígbà tó Ọlọ́run wá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, ó ń sọ fún wípé ǹjẹ́ ò wá rí Jóòbù ìránṣẹ́ mi? Ó sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa pẹ̀. Ìṣe ni èṣù dẹ̀ ń dọ́nà lóògùn ọwọ́ ò lè tó náà. Ṣèbẹ́yìn ti ṣaláàbò bò ó lórí. Bàbá, àwa kan ṣé ẹ rí nǹkan kan tó yà mí lẹ́nu, ẹ jẹ́ ìyàbàrà díẹ̀ kó tó di pé mo padà síbi àwa kan. In tó yà mí lẹ́nu nípa ìrìn àjò yìí, bí òye ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí ní ṣe yé mi sí lójoojúmọ́ ni wípé ètò Ọlọ́run wà nínú ìrìn àjò justice for Mohbad. láti ìpilẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ yẹ̀ bá kúrò ńbẹ̀ rárá. Gbogbo àwọn tó máa bá yín rìnrìn àjò yìí ó ti mú wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan, ó ti pèsè wọn kalẹ̀. Kò wá ní fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ti lè rìn níwájú wọn, àìsú olóore tọ́lọ́run bá yàn tí ni. Ṣé rí àwọn tá a pàdé lọ́nà yẹn, a ò ní ṣàì má pàdé wọn. Làwọn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ àlfàǹṣá, ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn nítumọ̀ ṣá? Kò ní. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tọ́lọ́run yàn tí yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí olóore alábàárìnrìn àjò ògo, alábàárìnrìn àjò ọlá, ẹ bá dàgbẹ́ sára, á tún mú yín láwẹ̀ yín pẹ̀lú gbẹ náà ni, á bá tún máa tẹ̀síwájú. Ẹ bá máa sópa wá ní gbangba, àwọn ò mọ̀ kó mọ́ra náà ni, nítorí pé a yàn wá tì yín ni. Ẹ wá jẹ́ ń sọ fún yín pé ní yíyàn tán wá yàn wá tì yín, ṣe mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ dojú tì wá nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan, dojú tì wá o rárá àti rárá. Òun ló lè jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ó tò sí bíbá yìí ká jáde ká máa sọ wípé tó a wà lẹ́yìn yín. Tó bá jẹ́ wípé ẹ ti dójú tì wá ni àwa náà ti padà náà. Ẹ̀yin ẹ wò ìrìn àjò Sọ́ọ̀lù àti Dáfídì, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ta ló ṣàṣìṣe jù nínú Bíbélì? Sọ́ọ̀lù àti Dáfídì, ta ló ṣe àṣìṣe jù nínú wọn? Dáfídì ni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mélòó níyàwó Sọ́ọ̀lù? Ẹ lọ wo Bíbélì, mélòó? Ẹ̀yin ẹ lọ wo Dáfídì. Kí Nábàlì tó kú ó ti ṣèlérí fún wípé màá wá mú ẹ, gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ti rí mímú wọn á fẹ́ tó bíi 7. Alágbèrè pọ́nbélé, Ọlọ́run ò kà á sí lọ́rùn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹgbọ́n tọ́lọ́run sọ, ó ní wípé èmi ò ní yọ àánú mi kúrò lára rẹ bí mo ti yọ kúrò lára Sọ́ọ̀lù. Bàbá, àánú Ọlọ́run ló ń bá yín rìnrìn àjò yẹn, fọkàn yín balẹ̀. Àánú ni, kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí máa lù ó máa dún ni, kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí máa wáwọ́ sí ó máa wá ni, kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí máa rìn ẹ máa mọ̀ rìn lójú àwa tọ́lọ́run yàn tì yín ni. Ṣé ẹ rí àwọn aláyàbá ń bẹ tó jẹ́ pé àákànpàdé wọn ṣá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọn ì pẹ́, irú wọn ò lè pẹ́. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ máa pẹ́, ẹ lọ wo àkọsílẹ̀ wa láti September láti wà nínú ìrìn àjò ìtàsí tí ìpadà. Kí wá ló ń mì yín lọ́kàn? Ó ní kí ló ń ba ọ́ lẹ́rù ọmọ Ọlọ́run? Ṣé nígbà tí Larry ganu sí kókò tó gbéra lọ Ìkẹ́rẹ́, ṣé ó sọ fún yín pé òun lọ kábàájọ́ pé ẹ ti lọ palẹ̀ lé mọ́? Rárá, ṣàdédé la rí lórí ìkànnì ayélujára wípé ó mà ti débẹ̀, ìtìjú náà padà bàdé àti gbogbo wọn. Mo fi dá yín lójú, wọn ṣẹ̀sín ni, ojú máa tì wọ́n ni, bólúwa ti ń bẹ àtẹ̀mí ẹ̀. So ẹ lọ fọkàn yín balẹ̀. Màmá jáde ó ní jòsí èèpùrọ́, ẹ rí pé ẹ ti tún gborúkọ púpọ̀, orúkọ yín pọ̀ lọ sún àbórúkọ Jésù ṣe pọ̀ lọ rẹpẹtẹ. Ẹ lọ fọkàn yín balẹ̀. Ṣé rí ojú tẹ́ fẹ́ máa bàjẹ́ yẹn, tẹ́ fẹ́ máa banújẹ́ lé lórí, ẹ fi ń dún ọkàn àwa kan tá a jábí amọ́. Tá a bá ti rí tójú yín kọ́rẹ́ lọ́wọ́, tójú yín gbọgbẹ́, inú wa bàjẹ́. Ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́.
Lọ́yà ní kẹ́ bá mi bẹ̀, lọ́yà ní kẹ́ bá mi bẹ̀, lọ́yà ní kẹ́ bá mi bẹ̀.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀, ẹ ṣe rí, ẹ farabalẹ̀, kì í ṣe ẹni tá a máa bẹ̀. Báwọn òjò ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ lóṣù, bí ò bá dẹ̀ jó pàlóńgò nínú rẹ̀ kò lè bọ́. Ẹ̀yin ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn tó ti ṣubú nínú ìrìn àjò yìí. Bíbélì ní pé wọ́n wólẹ̀, wọ́n ṣubú, wọn ò lè dìde mọ́. Ẹni tí Bíbélì sọ nìyẹn. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣubú pátápátá kí náà ń bẹ̀ lára abirùn. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo nǹkan tá a mọ̀ pa pátápátá náà ti mọ̀? Bó ṣe jẹ́ olùkọ́ni nílé ìwé gíga ti Babcock àbíbóná ló ti ṣe. Gbogbo àṣírí ẹ̀ pátápátá tí ò hàn síta tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run fẹ́ kó síta. Ẹ jẹ́ ó ṣẹ̀sín, ta ló ń bẹ̀ ẹ́? Ẹni tó bá ń bẹ Ọlọ́run ò kì í bẹ ènìyàn. Kẹ́ lọ fọkàn yín balẹ̀. Ó ti lọ. Orin ta máa kọ fún ni pé òdi gbére ó digbó, ó di gbére ó dìgbà. Òun ni ìbànújẹ́ orí justice for Mohbad. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ti tì í lọ. Torí tiẹ̀ láṣẹ fi wà ń bí àwa yìí. So ẹ jẹ́ ó máa bá tiẹ̀ lọ. Gbére ni ó dàrínà kò àti ẹ̀ lè pàjẹ́ lójú àlá, torí ẹni bá lálàá ròdùmọ̀sù àlákàlà ló lá. Ẹ lọ fọkàn yín balẹ̀, kò sí nǹkan kan. Àwa ti mókè nítorí pé ẹni tó dá wa, tó yàn wá tì yín, ó jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ máa wò wá ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹ dẹ̀ máa wò wá, ẹ máa wò Ọlọ́run ni. lórúkọ Jésù. Bíbélì ní and the child Jesus he grew in favour with God and with man. The same thing goes for Samuel. Ó ní he grew in favour with God. Lórúkọ Jésù Joseph Olúwabámiwá lọ́ba ẹ̀ ní ṣáàkì bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lẹ̀ ní tẹ́ ẹ̀ ní tí. Lórúkọ Jésù orísun oore ìrànlọ́wọ́ tẹ́fì rìnrìn àjò ìjà Ọlọ́run ó ṣí sílẹ̀ fún yín. Àwọn tẹ́ ń wù ẹ̀ ní dẹni àdínkù níwájú wọn lórúkọ Jésù. Ìwé yín dúró pé nítorí even Larry gan kó padà ń yí ẹnu padà ní wípé torí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá máa béèrè òun la ní ká wá ṣàlàyé òun náà ti mọ̀ pé pàṣẹ Ọlọ́run ti bà òun gbogbo àwọn tó kù náà tọ́dẹ̀ gọ sábẹ́ wípé àwọn ń ṣe oore báṣìírí wọn ò tú Ọlọ́run ò ní padà lẹ́yìn wọn ẹ ti rà àánú gbà àánú ò ní wọ́n yín lórúkọ Jésù. Mo kí gbogbo lé o panelists and commenters ara ò ní níyín gbogbo bí tẹ́ ti mú nǹkan tẹ́ mú orísun yẹn ò ní gbẹ lórúkọ Jésù ẹ ní ràrìnrà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lẹ ní fi rú ẹ̀gbá lórúkọ ńlá Jésù ọ̀run ó ṣí lé yín lórí àlàáfíà ó máa bá yín gbé o in the mighty name of Jesus. Ẹ máa rí ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ní gbogbo ìgbà ẹ ò ní dààmú lórúkọ Jésù and you will never lack support all of you in the name of Jesus. It is well with you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Ire ló máa já sí. My son, it shall be well with you. O ní lálàṣí nǹkan rẹ̀. Aṣọ yìí, aṣọ ẹwà lára rẹ̀ kò ní ṣá lórúkọ ńlá Jésù. The Lord will continue wọ Ọlọ́run in the name of Jesus.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Enjoy with you. I love you and you know that. Please bring me to the comment section. Thank you.
Yes, ma. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mommy Rich Grace. Mommy, Shoyet, are you there, ma? Mommy Shoyet, are you there, ma?
No worry. The Inch song and Daddy Mohbad castle. I know ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ sà. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín ọpẹ́ ni. Ìgbàkígbà kẹ́ ṣá máa dúpẹ́. Ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ fún wa pé Mohbad ló lóun máa wá justice. Àní irú èmi yìí mo dúró nítorí Mohbad ni. Mo dẹ̀ wá sin Ọlọ́run lára yín ni. Nítorí ẹ̀ mo fi dúró gidi gbà. Mi ṣe iyèméjì. Iye kan ni mo bá wọ justice for Mohbad. Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ primary justice yẹn. Mo wá sin Ọlọ́run lára yín ni. Kò ṣe ìgbà tí bá wọ church àbí tí ń wọ mosque ni mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń sin Ọlọ́run. Èmi sin Ọlọ́run lára yín ni. Nítorí pé kí ni ìjọ kan ni máa fàyè sílẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ mi ló máa kù. Èrè nǹkan tí bá ṣe lórí justice for Mohbad yìí kí n jẹ́ dáadáa ní o. Ó ń ṣe dáadáa o. Tó ní ọkàn tèmi èrè nǹkan tí bá ṣe lórí justice for Mohbad kí àwọn ọmọ mi jèrè ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àgbáyé yìí torí gbogbo àgbáyé ló dúró fún Mohbad. Bàbá Mohbad adúpẹ́pẹ́ jáde lẹ́nu mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ fún àlàáfíà yín ṣẹgbọ́sà kò sí nǹkan kan a máa rí justice yìí ṣe rí gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣèyèméjì àtàwọn tó gbàbọ̀dè wọ́n á rèrè wọn nínú justice for Mohbad. Ìyẹn onídìí láti sọ kankan wọ́n máa rí èrè wọn èrè olúkálukú ló máa ká wọ́n ní nǹkan tá a bá gbìn la máa ká lórí justice for Mohbad nítorí ọmọ 26 years old ló pa lọ́wọ́ yín wọ́n pa ni wọ́n pa ọmọ yìí ni kò ṣe pé ó fọwọ́ rọrí sùn ojú kejì yín dẹ̀ ni àtẹ̀bá táwọn èèyàn bá ń sọ pé bàbá Mohbad dàgbàdà bolẹ̀ ó ṣe kínní àánú tó ni kò sẹ́ni tó máa pa ọmọ ẹ̀ tínú ẹ̀ máa dùn but ẹ kàn ń fi agbára gbé ni wípé kí ni ṣé àwọn ọmọ yòókù náà wà nílẹ̀ ẹ ṣàtọ́jú àwọn yòókù ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó ń wá fún ọ̀tá yín ni pé kọ́tá yín ṣubú kó lọlẹ̀ bọ̀ kò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mo sọ pé ẹ máa pé 100 lórí ilẹ̀ yìí àwọn máyọ̀wá máa look after yín àwọn tó kù ẹ máa jèrè wọn ẹ máa jẹ wọn mọ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run bó ṣe jẹ́ kẹ́ dúró jẹ́ ti Mohbad gbogbo àwọn tó kù máa ṣe fún yín ni nítorí nǹkan tóbi ń ṣe ni pé kéèyàn jẹ wọn mọ́ torí mi ò mọ̀ bí tẹ́ pé èèyàn kan máa sọ pé white òbí ń dúró fún nǹkan tó fẹ́ jẹ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ ẹ máa jẹ wọn ọmọ ẹ máa dẹ̀ jẹ́ kò ní kúrò lẹ́nu yín ẹ máa jẹ́ báyìí ẹ máa tún swallow ẹ̀ dáadáa ni ṣe gbọ́ bàbá Mohbad Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú yín Mohbad dẹ̀ wà pẹ̀lú yín so kò sí nǹkan kan ẹ má fòyà ṣẹ́rí títí barista ẹ má bínú ènìyàn ṣòro Táíwò Òdùmọ̀ṣù ẹ fọkàn yín balẹ̀ Mommy Rich Grace sọ ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ ló fẹ́ yọ síta ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé òun náà bímọ ló kù àfi tí kò bá bímọ àfi tí kò bá tọrọ nǹkan tó dáa fáwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ ayé ìlókù ni nípa ọ̀rọ̀ dọ́kúmẹ̀ntì yẹn ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ Sanwó Abṣitú wà ń bẹ̀ Sanwó Abṣitú wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ ṣẹ̀sìn ni so nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn sà ẹ ṣe for coming out to clarify the accountability about the money Olúwa wà pẹ̀lú yín o èmi dúró èmi Yétí 70 ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ mo dúró tí ń gbága kò bá jọ ọdún mẹ́wàá àṣìjọ wà ń bẹ̀ ni ẹ má fòyà èrò kọ́ lẹ nídìí o èèyàn lẹ nídìí o torí àwọn èèyàn kan sì máa tún kúrò ṣẹgbọ́ ẹ má fòyà ẹ ṣé gan thank you.
ẹ ṣé gan ni mà ayọ̀ lè máa fi gbà lágbára Ọlọ́run ojú òní tí thank you very much. Honorable H network. Hello? Network.
Prince, are you there? Prince, are you there?
Yeah.
Sorry, we are still waiting for Mr. Muiwa to come up, but while we wait for him, let's bring some more people up. Don Lorupin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Senator Ish Ekale. Ekale Baba. Ekujo mẹ́ta. Yes, sir. Concern mi lórí nǹkan tó kàn bug mind tèmi ni lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ènìyàn ṣòro yìí ni issue since tó yẹ pé true wọn làwọn tó ṣe autopsy àti toxicology ẹ̀ ti wá. So how are we going to trust this results from these people? Ṣé ẹ rò pé òòrùn tó kù sí taṣọ gbẹ láti tó bá jẹ́ o máa ní kí ọ̀n run mi fresh from with sun kó tó di pa ọṣí corona padà. So ìyẹn mo fẹ́ kí ló ń bug mind tèmi. I'm sure a lot of people náà mo gbẹ́nu ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nǹkan yẹn náà. Ẹ ṣé ẹ lè drop me Senator Ish. Ẹ ṣé.
Now èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí èèyàn kan èmi nígbàgbọ́ lórí ohun tí wọ́n ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí ó san owó bó ti yẹ kí n rí result yẹn kí n mọ̀ sínú kí n má tẹ̀ sọ síta but nínú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí pathologies yẹn sọ ó jẹ́ kí n ní assurance nípa ẹ̀ ó ní òun lè déwájú adájọ́ kóun parọ́ because àwọn tí wọ́n jọ ṣiṣẹ́ gan kò sí ẹni tó mọ result ẹ jẹ́ ká nígbàgbọ́ torí pé kò sí nǹkan tí a fẹ́ ṣe nínú ayé ènìyàn Ọlọ́run máa lò èmi dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ pé ohun tí wọ́n ti ṣe ohun tí wọ́n rí ni wọ́n sọ so a máa rí good result ẹ má yẹ ká panic lórí result pathologies ṣùgbọ́n mo mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run tó wà lójú iṣẹ́ ó mọ tó ń ṣe ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ pé tí ò bá sí ti Sanchitu wọn ò lè fún wa ní authorize láti lọ ṣe private one bàbá yẹn ló jà fún so but ẹni tó gbé fáìlì wọlé ó mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ but kò lè change result èmi tí mo dẹ̀ ṣáájú ogun yìí èmi fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé èmi ò wọ ẹ̀yìn wo àwọn ibi tí èmi náà rí ó parapọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun tí ẹ̀yin náà rí torí mo mọ̀ pé ọlọ́gbọ́n ènìyàn ni mo bá tò ẹ̀yin náà worú ìbéèrè tẹ́ béèrè yẹn ẹ ti rò ó jìnà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lèmi náà ṣe ń rò ó pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí mo ní láti darapọ̀ mọ́ yín àwọn tí ó jẹ́ ẹbí mi yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ronú yẹn ẹ ti rò ó jìnà ṣùgbọ́n mo mọ̀ wípé Ọlọ́run wà lójúṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa lo máa yẹn because nínú àwọn ìsọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ̀ àti àwọn assurance tó fún èmi ó jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ pé dídùn lọ́sàn-án máa so ohun tó bá rí ló máa ṣe even títí dórí DNA ohun tí màyín bá rí ló máa ṣe ló dẹ̀ máa sọ ó jẹ́ ẹni tí mo rí nírìí pé sọ́wọ́n tó yẹ pé ó ní ìpinnu àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ pọ̀ nínú ayé but wọn ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ pọ̀ tí mo rí pé owó ò lè ra wọn so ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà pé result gidi la máa rí kò sọ result yẹn fún ẹnikẹ́ni yìí ó búra fún èmi ló sì ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ so mo dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ nú ẹ̀ pé ohun tó rí yẹn gangan nígbà tó ipa fẹ́ purọ́ tó ipa fẹ́ purọ́ nísìnyí máa ní àjọ o bá mi ṣe nǹkan báyìí o no orúkọ ẹ̀ mo gbà á ní àdúrà ẹni tó bá ṣòótọ́ pẹ̀lú bí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ṣe rí yìí Ọlọ́run fúnra ara ẹ̀ á mú ayé ẹ̀ tayọ kò ní wáyé asán ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó bá dúró lórí irọ́ tó sọ pé ànírí justice yìí àwọn ogun ọ̀run máa ṣe gidigbo wọn ọkàn wọn ò ní balẹ̀ ẹ̀yin náà ti ń rí yàtọ̀ báyìí nítorí pé àwọn justice ni o ọkàn àwọn kan ò balẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ọ̀run báyìí sì máa yọ wọ́n lẹ́nu so ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ lórí resort yẹn ire ló máa bọ́ sí èyí tí èmi fúnra sí ni mo ti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yìí o lórí ti DNA bí tí mo ti kọ́kọ́ fúnra nìyẹn èwo ni kí lọ́ọ̀yà méjì pàdé kankan máa dàbí pé wọ́n ṣe mítìn àgbolé wọn wọ́n rójú mi gan ojú mi ń ṣẹ̀jẹ̀ èyí wá ẹ wá ń fẹ́ yín at least n tó bá ń ṣe client yín ló yẹ kó ṣe adájọ́ tó yẹ kó ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà wá ń fẹ́ yín ṣé ó ń carry mi along nìyẹn so ẹ má jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ nípa yẹn so ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká ronú méjì ẹ jẹ́ ká nígbàgbọ́ pé a ti ṣe nìyẹn ọlọ́dẹ máa fún wa ní good results ṣẹgbọ́n sir thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of those who don't understand Yoruba, Eda Olarope asked a question that is there no need for us to prepare for a second toxicology and autopsy test, but Baba is assuring us that according to the words of the pathologist, that there is no one who has tampered with the test. Is assuring us that the pathologist gave him the 100% assurance that there is no need to be worried concerning that the integrity of the result is 100%. So that was the answer he gave to the question that was asked by Mr. Eda Olarope. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here Mr. Muiwa. And before Mr. Muiwa is going to come up, let me quickly say this here. Number one, I want us to be respectful in our comments. Right about now, we're not going to be, I personally will not tolerate any form of shading whatsoever. So let us mind our comments, and then let us mind the way we type. As far as Baba is here, as far as Mr. Muiwa is here, please let us mind our comments. When you get to different platforms, you can, talk about whatever it is that you want to talk on. But right about now, please let us be respectful. If there is no need for you to make a comment, you shouldn't make the comment. And please, just like I said, let's be respectful with our comments. Want to appreciate everybody. There's a love of Mohbad that we all have, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Over to you, Mr. Muiwa. Over to you, Mr. Muiwa. And once again, please, no form of shading is going to be permitted. It's going to be tolerated. I'm not going to tolerate any form of shading. If you shade anybody on this platform right about now, personally, I will block you. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. Mr. Muiwa, over to you, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Ish. And then let me use this opportunity to thank everyone. I'm going to be missing my I will be speaking in Yoruba. I will also be speaking in English so that people, because our audience is not only Yoruba. First and foremost, let me use this opportunity to thank every one of us. Let me just say us. That is seeking justice for Iliri Oluwa. Ní gbogbo àgbáyé, mo fi àsìkò yìí, mo fi kí yín, ẹ̀yin bàbá mi lóbìnrin, ẹ̀yin bàbá mi lọ́kùnrin, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àti ẹ̀yin àbúrò. We thank you so much for what you've been doing for the past 1 year for the Aloba family. We thank you so much for what you've been doing for yourself, for Nigeria, for the whole world. Because I believe that whatever we do today, people will talk about it tomorrow. Ẹ̀yin bàbá mi, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi, ẹ ṣé bí ẹ dúró ti bàbá Mohbad, ẹ dúró ti Aloba family. Mo tún fi àsìkò yìí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ pé a ti yọjọ́ wà pọ̀ rí nígbà tí ò sí kankan, bóyá maybe one way or the other. Wọ́n ní ìjà ló dé lórí ń dòwe. People have been clamoring for accountability. Gbogbo àgbáyé àwọn ni wọ́n dáwó. So ó dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀tọ́ pé kí wọ́n mọ bí wọ́n ṣe ná owó yẹn. Lọ́tún lósì níwájú lẹ́yìn, a rí gbogbo oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tó ń lọ lórí afẹ́fẹ́ nípa bí àwọn èèyàn bọ́n ṣe ń dragi ara wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n kó ba lè dá náà ni. Èmi fẹ́ fi dá gbogbo àgbáyé ní ojú pé gbogbo bí owó bọ́n ṣe náwó, wọ́n máa mọ̀ lé ni. Mo tún fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí rọ̀ wá pé orí ò kì í mì, èèyàn kì í rìn kórí má mì. A lè sọ àwọn kankan pé maybe the way we spend money, it might not be hugger well with some people, but we have to state it the way it is. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún fi àsìkò yìí kí n fi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe GoFundMe, wọ́n dìde, because when we started the GoFundMe was not moving in the right directions. Some people stood up. A lot of people stood up. I won't mention names, but everybody who came up one way or the other, all the hosts. Most people, they are not hosts, they don't have platform, but they started moving from one platform to the other. And then we started seeing the dividends of their actions. I use this opportunity to thank you so much that nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹbí Aloba, gbogbo ìdílé yín, gbòógì ìdílé yín, Ọlọ́run ní mú lọ. A dẹ̀ ní fi rí eléyìí, a ní fi sọ fúnra wa. For those of us who started the journey like that, and then maybe we've parted away, I don't have any grudges with you. Everybody see things in different way. Irrespective of whatever you might have done, irrespective of any actions you might have done, I still honor everyone, every individual, irrespective where you are today. Either you are with us or you are not with us, your view is so important. At one point or the other, you've contributed positively towards getting us justice for Ilerioluwa. And then I want to assure every one of us that at the end of the day, we are going to get that justice. The journey might be lengthy, but at the end of the day, we are going to get there. So let me start by congratulating us that we are getting there. We are getting there. We are going to get justice, either they like it or not. One thing that keeps me going is that for the past 1 year, the story is just as if the whole thing just started today. That keep me motivated that okay, we are going to get justice. Let's start from the GoFundMe. After reading how we spend money, then I'm going to be giving out some data to the host so that probably maybe they might be, if they need to ask 1 or 2 questions later, they will have access to what I'm reading, so that at least they will know how money was spent. A total of sorry, I'm coming. Okay, a total of $26,288 was donated. A total of $26,288 was donated. So GoFundMe removed their charges. The charges GoFundMe removed amount to $869,869 $869.69. So GoFundMe removed $869.69. So what we are left with is $25,000 $418.31. $25,418.31. That is what we are left with. So 25,418 and then 31 cents. That is what we are left with. So that is the total money accrued to the GoFundMe. And then how did we spend the GoFundMe? We should bear in mind that the reason why the GoFundMe was created is 1, to pay the legal fee of Sanchito, to pay for autopsy and toxicology, to pay for DNA, to pay for forensic, to pay for private investigators, and then if you have some leftover, that will be towards anything that is available at that material times. So that is why I will always giving kudos to those who stood up in seeing that we were able to get to this amount. The first thing we did immediately after we engaged after we got the judgment from the court was for us to be looking for pathologists. Now, how did we arrive at pathologists? A lot of people were consulted, both in Nigeria, and then in diaspora, it got to a point that people, they will come up, that is pathology, they will come up and said they are going to do the job, only for them to go back and said they will not do it again. Then when we ask them what is the reason, they will just give us one excuse or the other, until we finally settle for the one that carried out the job. And then when we finally settle for him, he gave us some conditions that for this to be successful, we need to be discreet, we need to be secretive about everything that happened. And then that is one of the reasons why in the course of this, doing this autopsy and toxicology, when people ask one question or the other, I will tell them that, okay, they should wait until the result is available. Reason being that the pathology that we engage, no, and then see reason that maybe there might be a lot of interest in what we are trying to do for our safety, for the safety of the pathology too. And then for us to get to the promised land, we need to be discreet about what the encounter we eventually went for. So at the end of the day, the whole thing, they did the whole thing, and then the autopsy and toxicology is divided into two phases. The first phase was autopsy itself. The second phase is the toxicology. The first phase was done in Nigeria. The second phase was done outside Nigeria. And then, thanks to the whole world, thanks to the soldier, thanks to everybody that see that money was made available at that material time. If not, where we are today, probably we might not have been there. Though at that point in time, some people promised that they are going to help out, especially our activists in Abuja. But by the time we started, I think the whole world will know that there was a point in time that he himself was not available in the studio. He was a bit down. So somebody that was down, the family feel that it is not good for us to be knocking on his door to say, oh, you promised the whole world that you are going to help us in doing this autopsy and toxicology. Since there is unavailable money, we think we should go ahead and use that money for that. And then after, we can approach him and say, okay, this is where we are. So whatever contribution you will contribute, we will gladly welcome it. Since the public has already done it, so that is why we went to that route. Because I've seen people saying, oh, Berekete has said, oh, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Fine, yes, he promised. But the point is that at that point in time, he wasn't available. He was sick. So, and then we feel that there's no need in going there. So that is why. So we are still going to pursue that to see his own contribution towards that, and then which means it's still going to be a plus to justice for Mohbad movement. So the pathology we seek for, it's not only pathology, it's also a forensic pathology. So he gave us a cost of, for the autopsy, he gave us 20 million. 20 million. 20 million was the cost that he is professional. So, and then at the end of the day, I negotiated to 16 million, which after back and forth, he agreed that okay, he's going to collect 16 million. At that point in time, we were asked to pay that 16 million on time, but that time a lot of people were against the GoFundMe. They were busy attacking the GoFundMe here and there. Some people wrote a letter so that we will not be able to have any access to the GoFundMe. But as God liveth, the more they write, the more we also wrote to the body, the GoFundMe. We tell them the reason why that GoFundMe was set up. At the end of the day, at one point in time, the money was freeze. They freeze the money. So when they freeze that money, we don't have access to the money. So we have to go and borrow money. So somebody actually borrowed us that 16 million at that time. So that was how we pay that 16 million at that point in time. So I want us to use, it is one of us too. I'm just praying that I'm using this opportunity to pray for that person, that the day that that person need help, God in infinity mercy will show up for him and her in Jesus' name. Because if not because of that, we will not be where we are today. So they borrowed that 16 million, and then that was how we pay for the autopsy fee. So if you hear it from anywhere that somebody paid, that it may be somebody borrow us money, this and that, that is what happened. So by the time we have access to the GoFundMe, we approach the person that fine, we now have access to the GoFundMe, can we refund your money? So the person asked us to refund 10 million for now. He now said the 6 million that we should still hold it, since we still have things to do. We should still hold that 6 million with us, that we still have a long way to go. So as at this moment, we are still holding that person 6 million. So that is in that regard in the case of autopsy. After performing that autopsy, the next thing was toxicology. So it is how to carry out the toxicology, and the toxicology was not done in Nigeria. They have to ship the shipment of the specimen to abroad, and that shipment cost us 2 million 270,000. 2 million, 270,000. That was what the shipment costs us. Shipments, and then shipment material including special refrigerating mechanism to maintain cold chain, local before international departure, local logistics for multiple interstate sourcing and pre-shipping planning, forecast for DHL, arrange special third-party carrier for special international shipments. Toxicology costs at the destination laboratory, sundry expenditure and contingency. Everything amount to 2,270,000. So in total, the money spent on autopsy and toxicology is amount to 18,270,000 naira. Because if you add 60 million plus 2 million, that is 18,270,000 naira. All the books is going to be forwarded to audio so that you see things yourself, so that you can be able to analyze it. So that is on the issue of autopsy and toxicology. That money is being taken away from the GoFundMe. So let's go to the legal aspect, because legal aspect is a part of what we said we should use the GoFundMe to do. Initially, when we engage the lawyer, somebody has to borrow us 5 million. At least we source money from somewhere, so which we used to pay for the initial amounts. So somebody borrow us 2 million, another person give us $200, another person give us 1 million. So at the end of the day, we're able to pay the lawyer 5 million for the initial payment. So by the time we started seeing money in the GoFundMe, we refund those money back to them, and then at a cost of what everybody is going to be seeing in the data that I'm going to be giving to the host. So they will be analyzing it. So as of today, out of the 10 million that the lawyer asked for, 9 million has been paid. So we are left with a balance of 1 million to be paid for the lawyer. So yes, okay. We were also able to pay for phone forensic. So we did a phone forensic on Mohbad phone, but unfortunately, we were unable to get the kind of results that suit us, because at the end of the day, we discovered that at every point in time, the people that hold the phone, that hold the iCloud, I don't know how they got to know. Maybe we are trying to get something from the phone, this and that. They keep on changing both the password and then the email that is attached to the phone. So we were unable to get we were unable to get something tangible from that exercise. But money spent can never be recollected from the company that we gave the money to. So another money we also spend is on private investigators, which led us to what the results you are seeing in the NMS, and then we also did some private investigator in Nigeria. So on the private, on the PI, they are still working, and then which 90. I wouldn't want to give further direction in that regard. But because we are giving analysis on how we spend money, that was why I made mention of the PI. So on GoFundMe, as at now, all the money that we have spent amount to $17,000, 91 cents. $17,091.25. $17,091.25. After paying the legal fee, after paying for the autopsy and toxicology, bear in mind we still have a balance of 6 million to be refunded. So, and then at this point, we've not done the DNA. So that is the reason why the person that borrowed us that money said we should wait. He doesn't want to collect that money because he believes that if he still need that money to do the DNA, there's no point in rushing anyway. Because if you look at it initially, our budget for that GoFundMe was 50,000, but we were able to raise 26,000, which GoFundMe took away some money, and then we have 25,400 about left. So at the moment, the balance that is left in GoFundMe is $8,327.06. $8,327.06. That is what we have. So peradventures, if today we decided to do the DNA, we still have something to fall back on, and then we should also bear in mind that we still have a balance of 1 million to be paid to the lawyer. This is the account of GoFundMe. Somebody might ask, what happened? Why have we not done the DNA? That's the right question, isn't it? So one of the reasons why we have not done the DNA is this: the applications that our lawyer prepared in court, we later realized that application we need to redo the application again. because as of today, there's nowhere they are going to do DNA on Mohbad, if not abroad. They can't do it in Nigeria. The DNA we did for Baba and Mohbad was not done in Nigeria. We started it in Nigeria, but we did not get what we want because Mohbad body does not have any fluid again. You need fluid to do both parties DNA. So we have to base what we did on tissue. We have to take some parts. So what we did on Baba is what we are going to do on Liam. So the court order that the judge they gave to us is not tenable. So there's no way we are going to do that DNA in Nigeria because as a matter of fact, there's nowhere in Nigeria that you do such DNA. It has to be in abroad. So we are going back to that court to tell the judge that the kind of DNA we want is a tissue base, not just ordinary DNA, not a swap DNA, because you can't take any swap from Mohbad body. We can only take tissue, the body, and merge it with saliva of Liam, and then it's not being done in Nigeria. So we are going back to court. Another application is going back to the court to tell the court that okay, the judgment they gave was that they should do that DNA in 2 places in Nigeria, which is not going to be possible because there's nowhere in Nigeria you do such a thing. So that is what is delaying the DNA. So by the time the legal issue is sorted out, Tanshitu, we have to approach the court to let them know that the DNA is going to be done in abroad, not in Nigeria. And then there's nowhere in Nigeria they are doing tissue-based DNA. That is what is delaying the DNA. So that settled the issue of DNA. Let me go back to Access Bank and Wema accounts. So a total of in Access Bank, a total of 18,094,000 was realized to Access. 18,994,000 18,094,880 kobo was realized to Access.
Mr. Muiwa, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry to interject. Please go on with Access Bank, sir. Go on with Access Bank. For now, sir. Go on with Access Bank for now, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, I should go on with Access Bank.
Just Access Bank for now, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on Access, so we're able to do a lot of things. That is where we did the application for court proceeding, TTC for Corona, TTC for DNA, and then CTC for toxicology. So we did proceeding. We collect CTC for the Corona. We collect CTC for DNA. We collect CTC for toxicology. So all this money amount to 500,000. All this money amount to 500,000. The second thing we did on the access is the payment to the lawyer for the DNA, filing fee, incidental expenses, professional fee, professional fee. So the lawyer gave us 5 million bill. Then we should pay 5 million. But we negotiated for 2.8 million. We negotiated for 2.8 million. 2.8 million was paid, and then they started their work. After paying 2.8 million, they came up with we have to be paying for appearance fee. You know, bear in mind that when we engaged the lawyer, what he told us was that, okay, he will be coming to the inquest, and then we should give him a logistic fee of 150,000, which we agree. And then he also promised that he has a good chamber in Nigeria with his partner. That is what they use, his partner. So he never told us that, okay, his partner is his son or his daughter or whatever. So he just say with his partner. And then if there's a need for him to come to Nigeria, he will come, because I specifically asked him that the number he's using to engage us that day happened to be a UK number. And then he said he has a chamber in Nigeria, his partner is there, and at the same time, if there's a need for him to come to Nigeria, he will come. So after we pay for the DNA payment, so they came out that, okay, we have to be paying appearance fee. At this point in time, Baba said no. Why will he be paying appearance fee? Because Baba thought that, okay, since we have paid 2.8 million for the DNA, there's no need for us to be paying appearance fee. But the lawyer said, well, that is their practice, we have to pay. I call Baba, say, Baba, we've already paid 2.8 million. And then it will be difficult for us to get this money back, because they will tell us that they've started working and then they can't refund it. You've agreed to be paying 150,000 for whenever they go for corona. If you let them know is that, okay, you don't have 150 to be giving them. Instead of 150, tell them you are going to be giving them 100,000 anytime they appear in corona, on DNA matter, which they graciously agree. So that was how we started paying 100,000 for any time they appear in family court for DNA. So another money we pay for is application for calling additional witnesses. So we tag that to be 200,000. So we also spend money on African TV. There was a time that Mr. Larry was trying to, I think he and Baba, they have history together, and then he was told not to do anything with Mohbad, and then we felt that since agreed that okay, you should do away with anything called Mohbad, so we approached the lawyer. So the lawyer said he's going to collect 3.5 million to stop Mr. Larry, African TV. At the end of the day, we agree on 1.3. That's 1.3 million. So 1.3 million was paid, and then they also came up with appearance fee. I think they went to that court maybe like 3 to 4 times, but in my record show that Baba only paid twice. I think they went 3 times or 4 times, but Baba paid twice. So Baba did not pay maybe the last one they went or whatever. So that's 1.3 million was expended on African TV legal tussle. So I have a appearance fee for Corona, 150 per 16. Appearance fees for DNA, 100 per sitting. African TV appearance, 100,000 per sitting. So all the sitting that we pay for the appearance, so that amount to 1.3 million. So another thing we spend money on was because the pathology, they said the legal fee is quite different from accommodation, because when they came to Lagos to come and perform the autopsy, we gave them accommodations, gave them feeding, we gave them transportations. So hotel was arranged for them, transportation was arranged for them, feeding was arranged for them, and then the legal team, the lawyer that was also handling that case, we also gave them money. So all the money, accommodation, transportation, feeding, and then the lawyer collect 200 anyway. So amount to 400 and 450. So that's the first time when they did autopsy. And then when they perform the day they are going to ship the body to abroad, we also accommodate them too. We pay the same amount of money, accommodations, and then transport, feeding, and then we also pay the lawyer too, the same amount of money. So we wrote a letter to IG, that's Inspector General of Police in Abuja, concerning that we want the case to be, we want another set of people to take up the case. So a DHL was given at the cost of 40,000. The application for autopsy and toxicology, the second application, the lawyer gave us 4.5 million as a bill. We negotiated for 2 million. So out of the 2 million, we pay 1.7, but the rest we did not pay. the reason why we did not pay is that by the time by the time the second lawyer, San, came on board, the lawyer that wrote the application for second autopsy did not go to defend the case in court because Sanshitu was during his cross-examination, during the time he was telling the judge that, okay, application has been brought into your notice, and then Baba has the right to do the autopsy and toxicology. Since the one the government did happened to be inconclusive, so why don't you give him the chance to do what he's asking for? Because the truth about it is that he wasn't asking the government to pay. He said he wanted to do autopsy, so that was how they graciously accept. And then let us also bear in mind that at that point in time, we did a protest in UK. So the people in UK did a protest courtesy of Lagata was doing the one in UK, and then Momilaiton, and then at that point in time, Kibosman, and then a lot of us there, Mommy, One with God, all of us we are in NMS too. So that actually motivates the whole thing, and then they granted all the chance for the family to do the autopsy and toxicology. So that money is also there. We also wrote a petition against Wumi. So, but at the end of the day, the police in Nigeria, they did what they did. So a petition was written, and then because of petition and immobilizations, so that's 350. And then another petition was also written against Kolibaje and Mamacita mobilizations. So that the two of them, that is, I think police spotted that. So when they asked us to go and bring evidence, we were gathering the evidence, but at the end of the day, maybe one of the team of the police has let them know that, okay, the petition has been written against them. So they came out, and then they say, okay, it's not Baba they were referring to, this and that. So all the evidence we need, they brought it down from their pages, this and that. But money has been spent in that regard, so there's no way we can return that money. So another thing we also spend money on is when Arifa was being harassed by people. So we also extend Oliver. We also extend hand of fellowship. He paid the sum of 700 as a support for him, and then later when he was released, Baba we also support him financially with also a sum of 200,000, so which make it 900,000. And then at that point in time too, Mr. West too, they were after him. So his legal this thing was also thick, and then we pay 1 million for him so that it will not go the way of Arifa. So at that point in time, when we realized that the power that be is trying to twist all the hosts, people are shouting for justice for Mohbad, we came up with an idea of how to do a class action for all the hosts. So at the end of the day, we have 20 hosts. We have all 20 hosts that we did class action for, so that they will not be carrying, police will not be just be picking them up, and then they will just be locking them up. So that class action was at the cost of 2.5 million, and then Baba tickets to Berekete back and forth, Baba and the person that is staying with him. So go and come. The ticket is for my record, is 1,030,000 this thing. So for the number of time they went through and fro, that's this thing. And then they also did, if you could remember, there is a money that they say Davido give to Mohbad. Then, so the remaining money, Baba uses to do foundation in where they bury Mohbad. So at later, so some people used to go to that place to go and remove to go and remove some sand in that place. So we decided that okay, fence, we should fence the whole place. So Baba bought 9 inches block. He bought 2,500 block at the rate of one block is 700 naira at that point in time. So a block of 2,500 at the rate of 700 is amount to 1,750,000. At that point in time, Baba bought 50 bag of cement. So that is 13,000. So that one is 500 naira. And then 2 load of 20 tons of sharp sand. So at the rate of 320, and then labor 380. When they were doing this thing, our money came and then they paid them 500. So in all that one amount to 3,450,000. Somebody after finish the fence, somebody who happened to sympathetic with Baba and the cause donate a gate. He single-handedly donated. He did a gate, and then he wrote a mobilization on it, and then he paid for the gate. How they reached the gate, he paid for it, and then that was how that place was secured. So another thing we spend money on is adverts and placements. You will see that most of the things we used to put them on the newspaper. So those things are not free. When you see things in newspaper, so we pay for it. Maybe if you see Baba, okay, went to media houses, this and that, those are also things that okay we spend money on. So and then there was a time we call people, we call like 7 people. So we did a page on advert in newspaper. So those are still part of the distance. So advert placement to record witness in newspaper, and then the media tour that Baba used to go. So all that amount to 2,350,000. 2,350,000. So another one is illegal representation for Damola and mobilization. Recently, this issue of Damola on these things. So when we discovered that okay, Damola is in possession of some issues, so we approached the legal team that okay, we want them to take up the case. So for mobilizations on that case, they are still on the case. So 900 was paid in that regard. So and then later we realized that the class action we did, the 20 people we did, the 20 hosts that we did class action on for, we later realized that there are some people that they are not part of their name was not part of those 20 people. So and then at that point in time, there was a guy who claimed to be fighting for justice for Mohbad. He was harassing some people, and then I think his name is Pierce or something like that. He was harassing some people in Nigeria, so we have to also come to their aid. So to do a second class actions, and then at the cost of 500. So in total, all what I have here amount to 22,620,000 naira. So somebody will ask that I said access. So access is 18, and then why do we have 22 million? So that means we have excess of almost 4,600,000 and this thing. So you know I mentioned Wema Bank and Access. So the access, the what we have in Wema was what triggered to the remaining 4.6 was what triggered to access to Wema. So, and then we also have some miscellaneous that is under. Those are the things we did that we can't be telling the people, like Baba DNA, like Baba is going to police stations, like Baba they gave some people some money in the police station for them to be able to have their way. Baba is going, they have to fuel their car. That's come under miscellaneous. So let me rest my case for that. If there's anything.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Muwa, for that elaborate accountability explanation that you have given concerning the GoFundMe.
Hello? Yeah.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello,
Can you
sir.
hear me? Baba,
Yes.
Baba,
Can I just make a space?
Baba, Mumbosa.
Okay.
Might is around. Yeah, we should do. For the GoFundMe and the Access Bank, we have to appreciate you for that one. This year, apart from the QH radio and other ones, is the Access Bank responsible for all other media tour this year?
Yes. The what's it called? Assets. The since Baba has been going for all the media Baba has been going for now.
Okay.
No, because money has been exhausted in both Access and the Wema.
Okay.
And then for me as a person, I've been telling Baba that the money remaining in GoFundMe, what they say we should use it for is what I'm going to use it for. Which is DNA. And then if you look at my analysis, you discover that what that money is meant for is for autopsy and toxicology, the legal payment.
Yes.
So you will not see anything in the that they did not say we should use the money for GoFundMe for. We did not understand. So some people have been coming up to help. Baba, in the regard of the latest media tour that you see Baba doing?
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Miwa, for that one. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be wondering why the question was asked. And when Mr. Miwa said some people have been coming up, we need to credit that to the critical thinkers who were one of those, the team that went ahead to be part of the media tour about embarked on that you have actually been seeing. Very soon, Baba is going to come up and say one or two things. Thank you so much for standing by and taking note of everything, and from the GoFundMe and the Access Bank. Mr. Miwa, once a big thank you. You stay with us for some couple of seconds while Baba will address us. Baba, sir, over to you, Daddy. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Firstly, I really appreciate my brother, because now I can see the difference of be an educated someone or an illiterate, because I saw the way he narrates everything, and most of the things that I even forgot, I was recollect by hearing, by listening to what he was narrate, because I was not really feeling comfortable how to explain. So by seeing him by my side and the way he narrates everything, I was pleased now, because a lot of money that has been spending, I don't know how I can even explain it, but I used to let him know this is where I go. I could remember when it carried me to Alagbon. Then I was spending on 2 lawyers, but he didn't mention that. But all those things was.
Baba,
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You buy my worry.
Yes, sir. Yorùbá. Nígbà tí mo lọ sí Alágbọn, owó tí a ná lọ́yà méjì different kíní ni mo mú lọ. Tó yẹ pé ẹlòmíì maybe by mistake ó lè fẹ́ fún yàn kan lówó tó yẹ pé inú access náà ló máa padà bọ́ sí, a tún máa padà fún ẹni yẹn torí èmi kọ́. So mo kàn really appreciate wọn torí pé most of those things èmi kàn kọ́ sórí ni, but gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ló ti wà documented táwọn dẹ̀ ti carry. So I'm using this opportunity to just appreciate him concerning all what he did, because mo jẹ́ nǹkan tó yẹ pé tí n bá fẹ́ kí wọ́n ràn mí lọ́wọ́ mo gbọ́dọ̀ gbé apá sókè. Being saint Nigeria, kò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ná, I have to call him, he will be the one to instruct me. And likewise, during the time tí a yá owó, he explained everything, and níjọ́ tó fẹ́ lọ yọ owó, you have to call me also. So mo ń fi àkókò yìí sọ fún gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́ nípa accountability, irú èèyàn tí mo jẹ́ and tí mo lè wá rẹ́ni support mi, mo inú mi dùn láti jẹ́ kí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ pé bí gbogbo everything bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. So mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ràn mí lọ́wọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad. Kò síbi tí mo ti fẹ́ rí owó láì ṣe pé àwọn èèyàn náà dìde sí mi. So ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìrànlọ́wọ́ mo tún rí lẹ́yìn GoFundMe and àwọn tó donate, ṣé àwọn tó raṣọ fún mo fẹ́ sọ, àbí àwọn tó wò pé ó yẹ kí bàbá yẹn kọ́ kó repo sí mọ́tò, and obìnrin tó ra gate sí orí ilẹ̀ tí a sì Mohbad sí, he did a lot. Yìnyínkẹ́ni ṣe mí, gbogbo èèyàn ni mo dúpẹ́ fún. Woman náà ló tún ṣéǹjì táyà mi, lọ́pẹ́ irú yẹn ò tiẹ̀ wọnú anything, ó kàn ṣéǹjì táyà yẹn pé kí lè máa rí lò. So a lot of people mo appreciate, àmì ò lè má dárúkọ wọn, gbọ́ tí bá dárúkọ ó lè bring a lot of things inú ẹbí wọn, because most of àwọn ẹbí náà náà retí wọn kán wá gbọ́ pé bàbá Mohbad ni mo fún lówó. So those are the things tí ò jẹ́ kí lè máa make sure orúkọ wọn. Mo appreciate gbogbo ènìyàn pátápátá, àwọn tí wọ́n náwó sí mi, àwọn tó sì máa ṣe. So mo really appreciate wọn. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gan. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Daddy. Thank you for that wonderful one. We also appreciate you for not giving up. We want to say thank you for not giving up. And every other person in the comment section, everybody, we want to say big thank you to you. To all of the hosts, we say thank you so much. To all the journey hosts, remember the message of Baba Mohbad to everybody this evening is that even though Jesus did not stay long on the surface of the earth, he was still able to make impact. Even though Mohbad did not stay long on the face of the earth, he was still able to make impact. He now asks the question, what is your own impact in this justice for Mohbad? At the end of the day, what is it that is going to be said about you concerning this justice for Mohbad? I want to say a big thank you to everybody that has been standing genuinely for the cause of justice for Mohbad. From day one up to now, you've been